Hello, how you guys doing? Hambanja, Mafisu. This is Anna Sokela from FS World Changes. I'm hoping grand, ne? I hope you're having a lovely time, ne? So, man, I was just thinking, Mafis, like, uh, isn't this in Zanzibar, Ning, engangizazi before, what could I actually change? Well, for someone who's still new in forex trading and who's just starting out, what are the most important things you need to know? Like Hussein Musha, you're still new in the forex business and you actually wanna become a forex trader. What are the most important things you need to know? So ngokutshela ama-mistakes engawenza so you can avoid making the same mistakes, and I'm gonna tell you my tips and my advice, ne? So first thing you need to do, like when you're starting a forex, like, okay, ngicela uqale ngifake i-charger la kancane because I can see battery is not right now, so I don't want it to be cut on between there. Okay, as I was saying, sorry about that. Into omele uyazi yokuqala usayiqala i-forex, like we are, because most of the videos that I do it for people who are just like me, ne? Ama-ansi ohlala elokishini, it's either uspane spa cause uspane spa or uspana e-Shoprite, whatever, like we out ehlala elokishini, because I saw most of the people that I touch are the people who have impilo similar neyami, yabo. So into yokuqala omele uyenze when you start forex, man, make sure that you tell no one, yeah. That's the most important thing. You tell no one. That is one thing I did as well, and it helped me a lot, ne? You don't tell your friends, you don't tell my family members. Reason why is because those are the people I was demotivate, ne? Because nobody really understands. As much as the forex game has been broad and gazi or nan, but people still believe the only way you can make money ukuthi uthole isipani or uyesigele uyoshaya i-degree nani. That's the only way people abacabanga ngayo ukuthi ungenza imali. So in order for you ukuthi ube demotivated, make sure you keep it private. Awutsheli nombani, nobody knows you are trader. Uyivalela endlini, akekho umuntu owaziyo ngokuthi uya trader, ne? That's the most important thing when you're starting forex. If you're still new, please do that. Don't tell your friends, don't tell anyone, because bazokudemotivate, ne? So let me just delete here because there's money in zami. Okay. Second point omele uyenze, if you are spanner, ne? If you are working, whatever you're working, ne? Make sure that awusiyeki isipani. Awusiyeki isipani. You are continue, you are trader, ube usaspana, ne? If kuyispana ongasandi, make sure uzinika isikhathi esanele sokuthi before uzusiyeke leso sipano ongasandi usu-ready yini yokuthi usungakwazi ukuthi wenze imali nge-forex, ne? Because insimbi iyashisa, guys. It's not as awesome as it look on social media. It's very tough, man. It's very tough. So kungcono for a lot of traders, because as us as ama mentors, like we do so many things esizenzela imali, ne? So wena uzobe udepende kwi-chart kuphela for you to make a living. So I want to be honest as possible, ne? Because I don't want to sisibhildane ngamanga, ne? So Tina, as a mentor, we make a lot of money good trading, right? We make money trading, but the trading is not just the only income that we as dependent on. Because if it was the only income as dependent on, trust me, along the way ngabe sesayeka nathi, because sometimes it's become really tough with forex, yabo. So when njengoba ungena, like you don't have anything else uzobe udepende kwi-capital yakho ukuthi wenze imali. So thina kunezinto ey'ningi esizenzayo as ama-mentors. Like for me, for example, like I run a group ka-Telegram, and I'm still running ku-YouTube, even though YouTube doesn't pay me yet. And I still have ezinye izinto ezama-business eceleni engizenzayo, so I actually don't depend with single income. So because I know ukuthi with forex anything can happen, yabo. kungenzeka noma yini, anytime, any day, guys. Anytime, any day. Like last year, I've spoken about last year when there was a Ukraine war, Ukraine against the Russian. It really affected the market a lot. So, good depend on the market. Imali market is gonna put you with depression. It's gonna put you on a huge depression. So make sure if you are Kala and you are spanner, I will see a span. Ne? You don't look at the span. You don't quit the span circle yet. Make sure you actually have a stable, like you have made a certain amount, ne? A fix that you can actually be comfortable in order for you to start, ne? And another thing, silent is span and I want to talk about abantu abaningi laba abalento lokuthola ukuthi umuntu athi spana, ne? Athi spana athi spana athi spana whatever reason, ne? So ukuthi siyaphela i-contracts and then umuntu usefuna ukuthi ajoin i-forex. That's one of the worst things you could ever do. Now, forex, if you trade forex and you really need the money, it becomes highly impossible to actually make that money. Ne? It becomes highly impossible to earn money. So when you are desperate for money, you're just looking for indlela yokulose imali. So baningi abantu that have came to me naleyo mentality angitshela ukuthi efesu ispanse kaxoshwa nanani i-contract yesi siyaphela kanjani so cela ungikelezise i-forex. I always try and cancel lezo zinto. Make sure ukuthi ifesu, if you are spanner njengamanje, we are spanner and you always telling yourself ukuthi no, I want to learn this. Make sure you learn it now kusekuhle, cause ngekuhlezi kukuhle unomphela espanini. Anything can happen espanini and then dinga indlela ozokwenza ngayo imali. So make sure you learn usakwi-comfort nalapha esipana isangena income, because that's what I did. Mina ngisaspana kaboxer, what I did is ngalento le I bought myself a laptop and I bought myself a course nana ngisazofika le ama course usinana what happened ngama course nana as soon as we continue talking, ne? So you don't trade ususluzile span. You don't trade when you lost your job. Make sure you trade now usa comfortable, because that's the only way. You forex imthanda kabi umuntu ofuna shortcuts. Yabo umuntu ofuna shortcuts izoyidla imali yakhe, guaranteed. Umuntu ofuna shortcut is always gonna lose money on the markets. Yabo? So those are the things I've told you ukuthi awutshele umuntu awusiyeke ispan sakho and awuqali forex ispan sakho sesizophela, ne? You don't do that. Another thing is, okay, usunayo leyo mentality, ne? Another thing is you give yourself time, ne? You give yourself time. I never understand izitori lezi ey'shiwa yabafethu laba. Oh, like I'm gonna be honest, guys. Like I never understand izitori ey'shiwa or coachy abo DJ Coach. Who told me a story? Okay, DJ Coach. Okay. Okay. DJ Coach. Who's else that told me? Who told? Okay, Sandy. This Trusa Sandy was the other one that told us another story. So us understand, ne? Rev told us a story that doesn't make sense, ne? All of these stories that forex traders tell us, oh, no, Jason. I think the story doesn't add up for me, man. I've heard their stories, and I think it's just BS for me, because, like, you cannot become a successful forex trader in a space of 6 months or a year. Like, in a year, you can actually understand what is actually happening there, but you cannot become a successful trader in this shortage of time. But I think right now there are so many opportunities that can make you become successful. But I want to emphasize ukuthi ungayifakeli i-pressure kuwena, because most of the people you guys follow mislead, ne? Mislead, guys. I-forex thing is cards, like idinga isi-cards sokuthi it's the same thing as YouTube. Yabo? YouTube needs time. Yabo? You need to have 4,000, 4,000 washing hours. Imagine having 4,000 washing hours, and then you need to have like 1,000 subscribers. So those things needs a lot of time. Need a lot of time to build it. Like you need to build the audience. You need to people don't even know you on YouTube, so you can't like Dama videos are actually would say you can start YouTube and actually start making money. It's some things in life in generally, guys. They just need time. They need time, and forex, unfortunately, is one of those things that actually you need time to actually become a consistent and a profitable trader. It needs time. So while I was talking about the story, you need time. I've heard Ama stories where they Ama traders were like they started forex in 6 months and then they become successful in 6 months. Guys, it doesn't work like that, guys. It's a long journey because you need to if forex exposing anything when you start if forex is exposing your psychology and it's exposing you good risk management. So you need to give yourself time, guys. You need to give yourself time. You need time. You need time to actually become a successful trader. Because njengoba ngisho ukuthi wena as an individual awaziwo umuntu awunawo ama-followers, you don't have anyone and you're just depending on income for it. So you need to give yourself time. You need to give yourself isikhathi esanele. So fortunate enough for me, I've given myself a lot of time for me to become a successful trader and to become a consistent trader as well. It's been like I have like 12 years experience right now. So I've given myself like a lot of time. So in order for you to ungazube nesikhathi eside, you need to have a good mentor. Ne? That's another point. To have a good mentor. Ungabi ne-mentor eqamba amanga, guys, because yabo lama-cheater awanamanga face most yawo. Like there's lies, and most of them njengoba benamanga they're selling creams as well, yabo. So you need a mentor transparent and who's gonna be honest with you, and I think I'm one of those mentors. No one like I'm not marketing myself, but I'm being honest because I just tell it like it is, and the success yami speak for itself, and my students speak for themselves. Even here on YouTube, check out my comments on Facebook. You can check the comments. So you need a good mentor. If you have that good mentor, you need someone who's really good. So in order for you, each is a shortcut, but it's over better. It's gonna be a bit better. A journey, né? It's gonna be a bit better journey. Avoid okay. Another point is when you've given yourself enough time, ne? Give yourself realistic time isn't often we achieve, ne? I think we all started forex, ne? With this mentality ukuthi ngifuna ukuthenga imoto, ngifuna whatever like reason, ne? Like if you want something 1 or 2 or 3 or 5, but make sure you give yourself enough time, ne? Make sure you give it's as realistic time. That's what I was trying to say. See, be realistic. You're not gonna buy a car in less than 6 months. No one has. Like honestly, who can come up and say I bought a car in 6 months while I'm trading for it. So I'm goals have to be realistic, ne? Have to be realistic, ne? That's the most important thing, yeah? Have to be realistic. Okay, let's go into the educational stuff like izinto omele uyifunde for you to actually become a successful trader. So first thing you need to do, back then the first game has changed so much, guys. The first game, ngesikhathi saphethe Jabulani Ngcobo no Sandile Shays, forex isishintshe kakhulu, like it has evaluated a lot. So if mhlawumbe wayeka forex back then, mhlawumbe wayeka njengo Andile Maisele, and then you come back now, it's a whole different game now. It's a whole different game. So it has changed a lot. How people made money back then and how they make money, it's becoming very quicker now to make money. It's possible for people to become successful overnight, but it will take a lot of hard work. You know, it is possible. I don't emphasize or like promote people to actually think that you can actually become successful overnight through trading forex. Né? It is possible, but it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of hard work. So what else in things I'm looking right now is that i-game i-game since sekunezinto ey'ningi ezingakwenza ukuthi ube successful in a short space of time, ne? So into oyidingayo ke enye oyidingayo ukuthi ube successful as a forex trader is actually picking up a good broker, ne? A good broker is very important. A good broker is very important. Upika a broker right is very important. But njengoba ngihlezi ngichazela guys ukuthi lento le yama broker, like for me, as much as it's nice and it is, but in order most emusha forex, obviously you don't have a lot of people about start side forex don't have a lot of money. Most of them like I'm $100, I'm $50, nan. It's very important ukuthi wena in this day and age, like in this time in forex, uthathe lo $100 usathe if prod firm, ne? Prod firm challenge are just the answer for you, because if you start $100 ufake with broker, whatever broker that you desire, ama chances zokuthi udliwe maningi guys. The chances of you losing money are very high. Then uyithathe kwi prod firm, because the prod firm is actually a breakthrough for a lot of traders. It's a game changing thing. So if usemusha, make sure uthatha imali yakho uyifake prod firm. Reason why, the prod firm give you an opportunity to actually become a disciplined trader. Kahle kahle prod firm iyakufundisa ukuthi if you want to become a disciplined trader, because guys, remember, more trading forex, there is no rule. It's like a varsity. Yabo ngisaqala ukungena evarsity and stuff. Mengithi ngiyangena eclassini, yabo uma usuke evarsity uye mosuke evarsity uye I mean mosuke high school, from high school to varsity, the transaction is actually like change your mind ukuthi uyangena evarsity, ingane ziyayiphumela ziyayichamela, so ujwayele ukuthi njalo uma uphuma uchama uyocela kuthisha nani. So leyo freedom is very dangerous. If forex inaleyo freedom, because there is no rule, no one is going to stop you from doing anything with forex. No one is going to actually stop you because no, this is wrong. So it becomes dangerous. That is very dangerous, because there is no rule with forex. You can actually open 9 lots, you can actually go full margin, you can actually do everything. That what makes forex dangerous, for those who don't know. We perform what I was trying to say good. We perform actually kunama rules aguidayo. So ama rules aguidayo iwona lawa akwenza ukuthi ube a successful forex trader. I think if you are still new and usufunde the right tools, start off on the right tools, ne? If you're still new and then you enter with perform in a space of like 3 months, I think you can actually become a very good trader, because we perform uyangena we perform kunama rules nje. The one important rule eshaya ama traders amaningi, i-revenge trading ayenziwa kwi-perform. Revenge trading uba ne-daily loss, bayakutshela ukuthi ngalelo suku lolu akuvumelekile usudliwe emalini, ngalolu suku akuvumelekile usudliwe emalini, ngalolu suku olandelayo akuvumelekile usudliwe emalini. Kuyashiwa kumanye ama-platform sebenzisa i-stop loss, kubalulekile usebenzisa i-stop loss. Kuyashiwa ukuthi imalini ongamele udliwe yona yonke, ne? Imalini ongamele udliwe yonke yona. Bayakutshela ukuthi awutrade le strategy sakho lesa 1 minute time, this 1 minute strategy leseni, 1 minute strategy leseni asisivumi. Lo sokutrade indaba, ukugembula indaba, they don't trade that. Yabo kwamanye ama-programs, because ama-programs anama-rules angafani, ne? So bayakutshela ukuthi we don't trade those kind of things, ne? You don't trade 1 minute whatever, ne? So it makes you become a disciplined trader, ne? You're gonna become a disciplined trader, because if you bend those rules, if you don't do so according to those laws by terminating contracts yakho ne. So a platform is helps you becomes a very disciplined and a good trader ne. It helps you become a disciplined trader because more trading account yakho $100 uthatha $100 and then mhlawumbe ubona i-setup yami and then just because yamthemba I use it's a ghost ne, and then usebenzise mhlawumbe u-50 u-0.50 and then we all in and then i-trade izokuhlehla kancane iblowe and then siya on the right direction. And you know ukuthi i-platform they're not gonna allow that. Kunama strict rules kuma lot size none. So a-platform is actually a very game changing for a lot of newbies. So if you are still new, make sure that you mhlawumbe lo $100 lo omncane osavile ngena kwe-platform ne, uthatha ama-funds akho wafaka kwe-platform. So I hope that is clear ne. I hope that is clear ne. Another thing is you need to do is avoid following the wrong traders ne, because just hit the like button and the subscribe button while ngisaphuza. Avoid to follow ama-traders azongislead ne. Most of ama-jita are with forex are not actually traders. Like they sell products they sell product that they don't use. Like sakhumbula Nasty C when he was like, okay, just for instance, mawucabanga i-black diamond when they are like behleli namatheni nani they drink Russian Bell yeah, they don't drink Russian Bell, they don't. So most of our traders are with forex they sell products, they are not really with forex. There's so much of influencers, people who are actually calling themselves forex traders abangazi lutho ngecharts. Yabo mina influencer ngiyawazi uyibona kwi-social media and ngizokutshela ukuthi influencer uyibona ngani. Influencer uyibona nje first nje influencer ngizokubalela futhi ama-influencer ne, I don't care. Influence uyibona ngokuthi ihlezi iposta iy'moto zayo kwi-social media ne. There's nothing wrong with posting your car, but you can't always post your car consistently. Like influencer ke leyo is selling dreams ne. So hlezi posta i-lifestyle, posting about the car. There's no charts. Umuntu awazi ngisho i-setup yakhe ngeyozuthi nje mhlawumbe uma ubuya i-chart ukuthi eish yazi ayongenile la kule QML, because you know that I trade the QML ne. Because more influencer is always gonna be trying to sell. They are selling themselves. They are actually selling the products. People have mastered. Forex traders are not. Why am I calling them forex traders? Influencers has mastered that people are actually buying people. They are not buying the products of each chart exactly. They are just buying them, so they make sure they look good personally as forex traders in order for them to actually sell as much dreams as possible. So those are influencers. So maningi ama-influencers akhona ne. I want you the most influential trader of all time was Sandy ne, and another influencer is Ref Wayne ne. At least to Ref uyazama le-strategy sakhe esibhedayo lesi se-stochastic ne, but for me he's just an influencer. Coach is an influencer, is an influencer as well. Who else is an influencer? FS goals are not influencers, guys. FS goals are not influencers because at least they are showing the charts. They are actually trading like it's okay. That much trade as much as they're not trading like me or they have their own strategies, but you can see these are influencers. Stay away from my influencer, guys. Stay away from my forex influencers. Stay away. No this is gonna hurt so many people and I'm gonna get pulled or whatever, but the thing iqiniso, so I'll stand on my truth. Stay away from my influencer. Stay away from people who just sell you products. Baby, I saving this one. Now, the same as like when you about nasty, their perfume like by X man their perfume show that he was a brand ambassador. Yeah. He's just influencing people. We know he doesn't use that thing, even when he was pushing Russian, but we know he doesn't drink. So that's what happens with forex. People tell you things that they don't do as well. Another thing, okay, thanks Shirusi, I'm a followers. Stop following people about better social media. Yabo? Stay away from it, strategy that doesn't make sense. Stay away from it, strategy that's promised you to double your account yakho overnight. Yabo? Stay away from it, strategy. Yabo umuntu okuthembisa ukuthi you can make 100% in 2 days. It's the same people which he can lose your account in 2 days. Yabo? It's a harsh fact, ne? I know it's painful, but it's just the facts. Umuntu okuthembisa ukuthi i-account yakhe angayidablisha in a space of 2 days is actually telling you he can also blow your account, because he's actually telling you i-risk exposure yakhe. Because the crazy thing is there's no strategy that is 100%. So if you're gonna expose your risk, you're always putting in yourself in a place where you can actually always blow your account. There's no 100% strategy. There is no 100% strategy. So yeah, what the strategy this 1 minute, guys. The strategy in this will say and it's a fundamental. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's not fundamental. It's not a fundamental. Fundamental is very deep. Like fundamental trading is very deep. Like I've tried with funda like ngathi ngayeskele kancane i-fundamental and the English yakho ibe good, because i-fundamental involves izinto eziningi. It's like in order for you to actually analyze the fundamental ukuthi lento izonyuka, it needs a lot of someone who's really educated. I think into as a varsity fundamental, honestly. Yeah, because ziningi izinto, food inflation is like there's so much stuff you need to actually know in order for you to actually say this current is gonna be weak or whatever. So that's why we stick on technical, because it's a bit easier, né? So fundamentally it's very deep. So while I was dead, in terms of stay away from it, that has like ezingayenzi sense, guys. Okay, strategy the 1 minute strategy, guys. The 1 minute strategy, you can never be consistent trading the strategy. Like you can make money, but for me it's just gambling. It is just gambling, eh? Because guys, like I've saw the strategies and I've saw people being ngokuthi what did they say? Melube nama lento that ama account out soon, never see modification maybe chaza. Basuke bebhemeni. But modification but modification melube ne strategy nama account out soon. Ama broker ahlukene. When you to buy, when you to sell. Yabo umuntu ocabanga leyo mindset la dom. Cause guys, uthi buy to sell, obviously khona ezowina, khona ezodliwe. Yena ngokucabanga wakhe khona ezodliwe. Guys, imakethe is very smart. Imakethe knows that you can do this. That's why imakethe kungenzeka ithi iqale phezulu, ne, for ubuy ube kwi-profit encane ibuye from usell. Ungaluza kwimarket, you can lose a trade no buy no sell in both different accounts. So please stop that, guys. Stop that. That is impossible. Ngabe sonke senza leyo nto le if iyenzeka. That's why kunalento kuthiwa ama-spikes. Ama-spikes are created for people who abanaleyo mentality. Abantu who use ama-trading stops trading stops nalento la ngichaza njengamanje ukuthi umuntu athi buy sell nesumbamba ngale nto kuma spikes, thatha ama stop loss akhe bethe basela, thatha ama stop, thatha ama lento leyo. And amajita lawa actually apromote lento le ya 1 minute strategy. Angazi ngibone post ama videos when they making loss, cause trust me, when they make loss it's very fun. It's very fun. Maybe people lama videos now when they're making loss, it becomes very very funny, ne? Cause the account we blow in. Yeah, want as much as a promote as I made 10,000 rand in 1 minute. He lose 10,000 rand in 1 minute as well, and it went against them. So ikhiphe lento le eHollywood ne Betway. Forex is not gambling, guys. Forex is not gambling. Akenjulwa la. You make a decision based on a database and based on the analysis and knowing that it's either gonna go up and down, up and down. So stay away from 1 minute strategy. You cannot become a consistent and a profitable trader if you are trading 1 minute strategy. You can make money if imarket is decide to move on a stable decision, on a stable position. It does sometimes move with position. That's why you see my videos when they make a lot of profit, but it's not consistent. Yeah, well, that's the most powerful thing about forex. You need to be consistent. So ngeke imali sihleli izovele push phezulu or yehle same time. Isikhathi esiningi izokwenza lokho, but always imarket mezoba nalezo indaba iqale yenze njani baba ama spikes, ne? Ama spikes abakhona. So leso strategy asikho consistent. So just stay away from the strategy, man. Stay away from the strategy modification. There's no way of we rob market. Another thing is you need to stay away is from ama indicator, ne? About indicator, the strategy nama indicator and if it just doesn't make sense. Strategy nama indicator asikutsheli ukuthi kwenzakalani kwi-market. It doesn't tell you what really happens on the markets. It really doesn't tell you what is really happening, because indicators just tell you ukuthi what is happening, like it's a collective data what is happening, like a candlestick, there's a buy, there's a sell, into kumele uyazi, you need to know price action. So you need to know price action. Price action is king when it comes to trading. Price action is king when it comes to trading. So you need to know price action. It's very important. That is the king of a price action. Price action. If price action is everything. To tell you a crazy story, as there was a point where I bought a video. I bought a video of a Bolivar band. Bolivar band for 900 rand. Man, that was crazy. But back then it was crazy because forex acting like that. Then there was no YouTube, there was nothing. We were not exposed to information that we you guys can actually become a trader without actually paying anyone, with just the internet information. So nje face ama indicator face alays like angemove ama indicator kwe price. So like ungasebenzisa for i-confidence but ngezukwazi usu-trade ngawo wodwa, ne? You can't trade ngama indicator wodwa. So you need the price action. Price action is king. You need to know price action, ne? Price action is king. Another last point oyidingayo is don't buy any EA, ne? Don't buy robots. Don't buy ama robots. Like ama robots, guys, like ama robots nje like nje face. I've spoken in drama ama robots. Ama robots ayaspana but they are not consistent. Into silo now la leli gama it's consistent, guys, because that's what ngithi ufunani wena ufuna ukwenza ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi uprovide for umndeni wakho on a monthly basis, ne? So you need a consistent income, ne? So you need ukuthi ube khona imali ehlezi ngene. So you need something consistent. Awufuni invest imali yakho on izinto next time engeze ibe khona. Now this is not a bano, this is an investment. you are investing your money here, so you need an consistent sort of income also it's in order you to make a living through trading. So ama-robots amajita ayadayisa ne amajita ayadayisa ne i-robots ziyaspana ngaleso sikhathi ngaleyo condition, because the robots is created by someone who creates code, who does coding, yeah, and a person who does coding is either someone who's a programmer or a developer or someone who does the IT generally, ne? So make coder into coder based on i-market condition yangaleso sikhathi senzalayo, and the market condition imakethe change all the time, ne? So it's gonna be crazy if you're gonna buy a robot and then ifike endlini sekuyenye condition, ne? And then uthi uyamfonela lo mjita umtshela ukuthi le robot lakhe asebenzi, not that asebenzi, i-condition emakethe isishintshile, yabo, isishintshile. So you need someone who's always gonna be there, someone who's always like ozokwazi simomkhebula alibambe ucingo and then mhlawumbe meet up and then update on the certain markets, because imathi move athathe ngani iyaphansi naphezulu and iya-range, ne? So uzothi wena mhlawumbe miyaphezulu abhe for mhlawumbe whatever, mhlawumbe ama-crossover abuy ama-moving average, and then atshele i-robot mase once acrossa leli buy, once across kanti sekuyehliwa-ke manje wena usuthengile sekuyehliwe, yaloku ecross ama-moving average buy iyehla imarket, loku ecross buy iyehla imarket, ublow account. So that's the thing, that's my only problem ama-robot. But either way nami abe ngithredele robots nje, akekho umuntu ofuna ne-stress emakethe. Imakethe iyisi-stress, uyacabanga wenzani. Abe ngifakela imali yami ngiyifundele account ngithi play robots ngizenzele imali if it was that easy. So avoid ukuthenga ama-robots from anyone usalesman okudayisayo akhombisa iMaserati whatever. Just avoid uyisevele isikhathi sakho ufunde. Kuyafundwa la guys, kuyafundwa-ke la, kudlalwa-ke ney'ngane, kuyafundwa la. So avoid ukuthenga ama-robots, avoid ukutrade ama-trading system. Ama-trading system are the same as ama-indicator, ne? Ayafana nama-indicators, just that ama-indicator mixe wonke ndawonye, wafaka mhlampe for instance wafaka i-moving average, wafaka i-stochastic, wafakani, and then wasathi i-system. So lezo zinto nje is the same as robots. So i-market condition, if there's something in a coding phakathi, i-market iyayihlakaza leyo nto, ne? Iyayihlakaza. And guys, another powerful thing you can do if you wanna, for me, young Caesar, reading books is nice, guys. Ama-books, ama-PDFs, avela hlalela ekhanda ama-PDFs. So get good PDFs. I have ama-PDFs egroupini amunandi that actually change your whole like thoughts when it comes to forex. So those are the things that I would have done and where normally avoid to uzenze to become a successful trader and to become a beginner. So I've explained izinto okumele uzenze normally avoid it. Yeah man, so thank you very much for watching the video. So make sure that you click like. It's very important to click like. If you are in the channel, make sure you subscribe. You click the subscribe button to actually show me, so I can go bonus, okay, how many people am I helping and how many people are actually watching the stuff. And click the comment, because right now my videos I'm gonna be honest and transparent, and I know that I'm gonna get pulled and I'm gonna lose my client by being honest, but at least I'll be building a foundation right and being honest with you guys in order ukuthi siqale kabusha singaqambelana manga nje face yabo, siphusha ispan, because kuyaspana fit la forex, like kuyaspana fit. This is a span, it is like, it's not something ozovela ufaka imali yakho and then next month usushaya imali usudrayiva izinto. Athi nathi siphusha, so kuyaphusheka, imali iyadleka, but there's a lot of work that comes with it. So there's so much things you need to put in order for you to make your money. So make sure you follow someone who's good and is honest with you. If there's someone else you know who's okay lo uyayishaya lento and is honest and is unane track record abantu aseyabasiza yabo, akanayo i-bad reputation. So thank you very much. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and bye for now. Ngiyabonga bafethu. Thank you for everything. Sure.